Tuesday, the 23rd of January 2024, Rockbridge Road, DeKalb County. We just turned off of Stone Mountain, Lithonia. We are headed back towards Memorial Drive. 40, 41, low 40s degrees, going to 50, back down to mid 40s tonight, 60 tomorrow. In that subdivision there to the left when I was working for that foreclosure investment company. One of them had a brand new, not brand new, but had old Lincoln in it. We were always finding cars in the garages. That was absolutely the most interesting work I have ever done. You never knew what you were, literally, you just never knew what you were going to get into when you came into these houses. Drugs, gang houses, just all kinds of stuff. There were so many of these houses over here I would not go in to start with. Yeah, right here, this Ingalls has a, or used to, it's been a while since I've eaten here. Excellent breakfast. Now this is North Harrison to the right, South Harrison to the left. If you keep going on Harrison, it turns into Mountain Industrial, Jimmy Carter, then Georgia 140, all the way over to Armurchie. Yeah, I would call DeKalb County Police and tell them who I was, where I was at, and ask them if they would send somebody out to clear the house for me. I pulled up to one house over off Glenwood Road. I'd already gone in. Somebody had been living there. The heat was on. Everything was on. And people had been living down in the basement hiding out. And as I was coming out, some of the neighbors called the police. I guess they didn't think I knew I had any business there. Look there, 5.5 acres for sale right here in Pine Lake, folks. And three DeKalb County police cars came from one end and three came from the other end. And got out running in with their guns drawn, and one of them said, "You been in there yet?" I said, "Yeah, I just have come out of there." But evidently that house had had a history of drugs and all sorts of stuff. And that was right across from Glenwood Drive-In over there. Clubhouse, we ought to ride down by Pine Lake, but I don't guess we will. We'll just cut through Pine Lake. United States Post Office, Pine Lake, Georgia. Let me ask my assistant. What year was Pine Lake, Georgia founded? She's not wanting to wake up this morning. What's the population of Pine Lake, Georgia? 733 as of 2021. When was Pine Lake, Georgia founded? When was Pine Lake, Georgia founded? 1935. Fishing resort for Atlanta Elite by Pine Woods Corporation and developer Carl Schwab, and it received its official city charter in 1937. It was for Atlanta Elites fishing. I never knew that. Who else gives you this information, folks? Who else gives you this kind of information? I tell you what, my girl is sharp. She is a sharp cookie. She'll mess with you though. She is a trickstress. You wake her up too early on the weekend and she'll send you, well, it doesn't have to be on the weekend, just for fun. She'll send you down a dead-end dirt road. she'll send you in a circle and try to, you know, get you to drive off into an alligator-filled swamp. These Google girl, I tell you what, she is one sharp cookie, but she will mess with you in a flash. Crossing over Susan Creek. How do I remember that? That bridge was built in 2004. We had bought several of these houses in here when I worked for that foreclosure company too. There on the right. Okay, we're coming up on Memorial Drive, and to the right, on the right, where it's Jack's Drive-In, and for years and years, Manuel's Tavern was here in this shopping center on the right. We're going to turn left on Memorial Drive. If we went straight, it turns into North Decatur when you cross the road over there, and goes on into Emory. Now, years ago, when I was working at A&P at Belvedere, which would have been 1970 to 74, I was a produce manager from 72 to 74, and this store down here, you can tell by these roofs, these buildings. So it was A&P down here. It's now an auto parts place, if I'm not mistaken. But we had a checker shot and killed. Somebody came in, you know, two guys came in and robbed her and put a gun to her face and told her to give her the money, and she pushed the gun away from him and he shot her right in the head. Wonder if they ever caught them. Right here in the shadow of DeKalb County Police Jail too. DeKalb County Jail. A lot of work going on here, and turn this off till we get our light. There's somebody honking at somebody. Again, that shopping center on the cross over there used to be a good restaurant, Rusty Nail. We used to eat there a lot. There was a waitress, had hair down below her hips, all the way down to the back of her knees. And she had it in some kind of braid. Yeah, right there on the right, Advanced Auto Parts. That used to be an A&P, and that's where that checker got killed. Last time I saw Wolfman Jack, there was a Steak and Shake down here on the right. He was in his Lincoln Continental, and we saw him right here on the right. And out here on the right, this shopping center, this used to be a farm when I was a kid. That's what I was saying. Well, seeing DeKalb County turn from semi-rural agrarian into the mess it is. Like I say, you can see the old DeKalb County Jail there with the helicopter on it, and then I say new, it's not new anymore, that ominous looking thing there to the right of it. Shot of DeKalb County Jail. Over here, when we cross 285, over here on the right, the Treasure Island. My wife worked in Treasure Island for years. Before we were divorced. Another little story. I was going to DeKalb College. I went back and saw my old high school geography teacher, Miss Joyce Reedy. I was working at A&P up here at Belvedere. I wanted to go back to school full time. She got me a student loan, helped me get a student loan. My wife was working at this Treasure Island right here on the right. And I went part-time at A&P, went back to school full-time. Doing great. And we had old 61 Chevrolet, didn't have anything but liability insurance on it. Somebody stole it out of that parking lot. I had to quit school, go back to work full-time at A&P so that we could buy another car and, you know, do everything we needed to do. I was going to go into oceanography and marine biology. I wanted to do one or the other. Boy, the plans you make and how life will change your plans, won't it? Look at all this new stuff here. My gracious. Look at this stuff. Where are these people coming from? On both sides of 78. Or not 78, both sides of 10 Memorial Drive. Coming in Highway 278. Now, if y'all recall, Friday when we came in, we got off at Donald Lee Howell Parkway over on the other side of Atlanta, 278, and came through Atlanta on 278 from the other way. Yeah, but back here to the right would take you through Avondale. I'm not sure where 278 forks off and go. I guess it goes through Decatur and coming out East Lake, I guess. Need to look at that on the map. Coming up on Belvedere. I'll swing through that old A&P parking lot. I've got a friend on Facebook that we worked at this A&P together. I'll tag him with the video. It's probably been years since he's been by here. I think I was full-time at the time. He was part-time. Yeah, and that cemetery, when they built Columbia Mall, that cemetery is still up there. We should have went by that. I've got video of it a couple of different times, so we won't go by there. Yeah, there was a Hickory house right here where that Goodyear Tires place is. Green Brothers Nursery, I think, is here on the left. Was it a Green Brothers? Yeah, it was Green Brothers, wasn't it? Of course, Columbia Mall, Belvedere. All this stuff is long gone. Yeah, there was a Riches out there in the parking lot out there. Dunkin' Dine was over there, that other building, not the AutoZone, but the one behind it, that was a Dunkin' Dine. And see there again, these roof styles. You can see these old, you can tell these old A&Ps, they'll have these roof styles. This was the A&P at Belvedere. Worked here from 1970 to 74 when the Conyers store opened. I was produce manager here for 2 years and then went to the Conyers store's produce manager. There was a movie theater down here. It was probably right here where this vacant spot is. I don't know. Very interesting, folks. Okay, we've had this one from just outside Stone Mountain to Rockbridge. At Rockbridge on down to here. Let's take this one to Candler Road, and we'll turn this one off and figure out which way we're going. Have the camera angled to the left so y'all can see down through here. That Kroger's still there. Used to be a bowling alley in there too, in the back. May have to get some gas. We're down about halfway between a half a tank and a 3/4 of a tank, or a quarter of a tank, whatever how you want to carry it, or say it. Gas $3.99. We've got 20 cents a gallon off on Kroger. (12:05), 42 degrees. Tuesday, January 23rd. That's what that sign said. There used to be a Crystal up here on the left. That Crystal used to have excellent breakfast, excellent food. You'd sit down at a counter. There's that purple little building right there. It's now Soul Food. There was a Burger Chef up here on the left. That was Avondale Hangout. It's some kind of crazy colored tire place now. It's coming up here on the left, all lit up. Pink, some kind of crazy color. That was a Burger Chef years ago. And to the right down there, that is Carter Road. When my wife and I, right after our son was born, we moved down there, a little terrace apartment, block building. It would have been winter of '67. Probably February of 1967. 1307 Carter Road, I think, was that address. I think we were paying 67.90 a month. More new construction. Silt fence out there. They're going to be pushing trees down. More construction. Either that, or they're going to make some type of park out of it. There's a creek running down through it. DeKalb County may be making some trails or something down through there. Hey, we're coming up on Candler Road. Y'all want to go down Glenwood, or you want to go down Memorial Drive? Let's go down Memorial Drive. Of course, to the right, take you right into Decatur. To the left, it take you Georgia Highway 155. It takes you all the way down through Jonesboro, down through there, or yeah, McDonough. I guess it goes through Jonesboro. I know it goes through McDonough. I don't think 155 does go through Jonesboro, does it? I'll say the right will take you to Decatur, take you out to Chamblee, end up over at Peachtree Industrial, dead end. Georgia 155. we're going to need to stop and change the battery in this GoPro Black 10, let it cool off. When I do that, I need to start uploading this other one from the GoPro, from the S22 Ultra. We could eat at Nick's again like we did Friday, but I tell you what, $13.62 for a burger, fry, and a drink, that's a little more than I want to pay today, thank you. It and the fries were very good, excellent, but I don't like paying that much for a burger and a fry and a canned Diet Coke. Okay, let's turn this one off. We've gotten to Chandler Road. I think we need to change this battery again, let this one cool. We need to, I'd like to start another one from 2nd Avenue on in, so let's turn right here. We're going to drive right up here and park, and we're going to change the battery and get another one going.